It's a very important document and a roadmap.
At other times, this would have been a moment to celebrate the gains made in the economy. But this year's release of the economic survey was a grim affair, with predictions about a year that is already looking depressed even before it gets midway through.
Some of the projections that we have made in this financial year are not most likely realizable, given the challenge of coronavirus, the locust invasion, and all other attendant challenges that we are likely to encounter along the way.
The survey shows the country's economy was already slowing with a growth rate of just 5.4% in 2019, compared to 6.3% in 2018. And the government says it is unlikely to get better.
IMF gives a global growth of less than 1%. But for us, we are estimating at about 2.5%, but can go lower than that to 1.8% growth if the situation persists. And as a result of this, there are loss of jobs, loss of earnings, and there's general slackness of growth at all levels. And this might actually persist for a long time.
This would mark the slowest pace in the country's growth in 12 years since the 0.23% growth realized in 2008 after the 2007-2008 post-election violence. A number of sectors under the president's Big Four agenda have been feeling the heat. Agricultural sector slowed to 3.6% from 6% in 2018 as extreme weather conditions affected production. The manufacturing sector realized a 3.2% growth, down from 4.3% a year earlier. Construction dropped from 6.9% to 6.4%. However, tourism, finance and insurance are among sectors that recorded a positive performance for the period. All over the world, the COVID-19 crisis is threatening to bring many economies to a near standstill, and Kenya's is no exception. The government is, however, hopeful of shrugging off the effects of the pandemic, albeit in the long term.
If you look at what's happening now, Kenyan industries are now working on producing the PPEs. The digital platform is highly benefiting from the stay-at-home, recommendation. A lot of these things are happening, and there are now different opportunities and avenues for business and employment to be created, to be sustained, to mitigate against areas that there are serious adverse effects.
But many experts believe that the real picture of the post-COVID-19 world will not be clear for many months to come. Dennis Otieno, Citizen TV.